Hellbound is an exciting Netflix original K-drama that first graced our screens in 2021. Said to compete with the likes of Sweet Home and Parasite, it has exciting themes of heaven and hell, monsters, betrayals, and redemption. The series has Season 1 cast: Kim Hyun-joo, Kim Shin-rock, Yang Ik-jun, Lee Ri, Lee Dong-hee returning. The cast also includes Kim Sung-cheol, Hong Eui-jun, Moon So-ri, and Im Sung-jae, and is helmed by Season 1 writer Choi Gyu-suk. The Netflix K-drama is set in a world where angels target sinners and announce their time of death. When their time is up, they are punished by monstrous executors who send them to hell. This new way of life turns the world upside down, and the public turns to cult leader Young Jin-soo, who claims that the new truth can provide them with answers. Well, Hellbound Season 2 begins with Jin-soo and Young-ja being resurrected years after their executions. The Arrowheads have become powerful and sow discord. Chairman Kim is the current leader of New Truth, but he is weak and manipulated by a new player in town, Senior Secretary Lee, who hopes to use Young-ja to control the fanatics. Jin-soo's resurrection throws a wrench in everyone's plan, as his influence among the masses is still evident. Soto and New Truth race to get their hands on him while Lee pulls the strings to her advantage. Hellbound Season 2 begins slowly, taking its time in introducing the new characters and setting up the premise. But once the plot picks up, there is no time to lose. The different factions race against time to get their hands on Young-ja and raise the stakes. The show also retains the philosophical strain from Season 1 as it debates the merit of redemption and second chances. If the decree is not only meted out to sinners but also thousands of innocent people, what is the purpose of the angels and executioners? Different characters are spokesperson for different interpretations, as one character believes God is punishing humans in general by creating hell on earth. Meanwhile, Jin-soo and Young-ja are opposite sides of the same coin in the way they exploit their second chance at life, one acting selfishly for their personal sanity, the other selfish for the sake of their loved ones. Hellbound Season 2 expands a bit on the lore by revealing more about the innocent Bae child and how she is special with the way she survives her demonstration. The show also gets ambitious as it continues with world building, portraying a society that is on the verge of dying, almost like it's the first step to a dystopian world. We see this with the way Arrowheads chaotically organize themselves and make events out of demonstration, while New Truth takes a sophisticated approach akin to religious iconography. This allows Season 2 to experiment with different aesthetics instead of sticking to the gritty, dark palette of Season 1. The gory monsters and their demonstrations are even more finessed than from Season 1. While they have a campy quality like Sweet Home's monsters in the previous season, Hellbound Season 2 goes all out on the CGI, making the monsters that much more terrifying and real. Even the action, such as the fights between the humans, are exciting and fun to watch. It is choreographed to create an immersive experience with the video game trope where viewers are one with the character. We see the action from their eyes, blinded to the rest of the surroundings, which creates a sense of isolation and fear of the unknown. One such sequence is Hygiene fighting the New Truth in a car to rescue someone, which is particularly entertaining. Oh, and we also have to address the elephant in the room, which is the recast of Young Jin-soo. Where Yoo Jin-soo is almost like a sociopath, controlling his emotions and keeping up a facade even in the face of death, Kim Sung-cheol's Jin-soo is frayed, emotional, and almost manic. Even when Aun's Jin-soo drops his mask, his rage is quiet and controlled. Sung-cheol's Jin-soo, on the other hand, feels more human and expressive as we see the gears turn when he puts his plan in motion. They are two different characters, to put it simply. Those expecting an extension of Season 1's enigmatic Jin-soo will surely be disappointed with Sung-cheol's treatment of the same character. However, if we look at Hellbound Season 2 as a standalone show with a new male lead, Sung-cheol's Jin-soo works. Having experienced hell for years, this Jin-soo suffers from PTSD and is ruthless as he struggles to make sense of the new world he's been dropped into. While Aun's Jin-soo shows a barely controlled bitterness when he's jealous of non-decreed sinners, Sung-cheol amps up the feelings, portraying Jin-soo as a ticking time bomb. And if you can let go of the comparisons between the two versions, Sung Cheol does a pretty good job of the disillusioned cult leader who realizes life is pointless and devoid of meaning. But the finale is not too satisfactory as the writers opt for cliffhangers and loose ends in hopes of pushing Netflix to renew the K-drama. This is a trope that we've been seeing way too frequently in recent years as writers gamble and put together a hasty finale with enough setup for a sequel to continue the story. But this turns the finale into a transition piece rather than an epic, standalone conclusion. And should Netflix cancel the show, the story remains incomplete for all eternity. It may sound dramatic, but that is exactly what happens with Hellbound Season 2 as it leaves us with more questions than answers, barely digging into the lore of angels and monsters, hell and demonstrations. Looks like we can only wait and see if Netflix deems the philosophical K-drama worthy of completing its story. There is enough potential to return on a larger scale, but only time will tell.